Hey miners, Miner King here. Today we're going to be talking about Iron Fish again, but it's going to get a little fishy. So let's get right into it.
As a crypto miner, you know you want your equipment to be high quality. Proper cable management is part of your mining rig, and the Veteran Miner has you covered. The Veteran Miner cables are created with the best materials to ensure they are of the highest quality. Our cables are made of 16 gauge tin copper, ensuring another layer of protection from oxidation and corrosion. We support our products with a 100% guarantee. Visit our website at www.theveteranminer.com and get the best cables for your mining setup.
So today we're going to be talking about Iron Fish, and some of you may or may not even know this. I've been in the mining crypto for like the last, I don't know, has it been 2 years? It's been over 2 years, like 2.5, 3 years. So it's been great and stuff like that. But this coin is a little bit different. I don't know if there's other coins that similarly do what I'm about to say that that Iron Fish does, which is when you're going to be sending your Iron Fish or your iron to a exchange, you need to add a memo to it, almost like sort of like a signature, right, to go along with sending your crypto. So I'm going to show you a couple examples of that because I made the mistake of messing up, you know what I mean, and I didn't put the memo in. But when I did it though, the memo version wasn't out because it was on version for the node was points. It was like 7.6. 0.0.76, and now we're on 1.1.0. so the memo hadn't been added to the wallet, and I didn't know this ahead of time. So make sure that you update your wallet to 1.1.0. This way you'll be able to add the memo when you're going to be sending Iron Fish to your exchange. Otherwise it will be lost. It does not come back. Trust me, I've waited. All right, guys. So we're over here at Iron Fish. We're over here at HeroMiners, where I've been mining my my iron. Right, I got around 900 gigahash, give or take. The algorithm does move up and down, so I made a decent amount of iron so far. I'm pretty happy with it. As the network difficulty and hash rate's been kind of coming down a little bit, it's been hovering around that 4.5 kind of hash mark. Now, don't forget that HeroMiners is having an airdrop for $1,000 for 5 miners, $500 for 5 miners, and $100 to 25 miners. So keep that in mind if you guys are mining Iron Fish. But let's continue on with the video. So this is all about, you need to put the memo and the address in the deposit. So you have to copy this and copy this, but not on the same line item. There's a particular way you have to do it. If your node is on version 0.7.6, you won't get this prompt to enter in the memo, so it won't even ask you for this. So technically on version 0.7.6, you can't even send coins out to the exchange. It's not even possible. But it'll still let you send transactions, but the bad part is it won't show up, and your coins will be lost forever. So I'm just showing you guys, and I'll even show you over here at KuCoin, which is the exchange that I like to use. So let's hit the refresh page here, and we're going to be doing iron. And the reason I don't like this one is if when you select the network, and then it prompts you, the memo and the address are both required for an iron deposit, and you click OK, and then it gives you the stuff. So kind of brings it to your attention a little bit more. It tells you how many block confirmations and all that. So let's head over to my VM for Iron Fish, so you guys can kind of see how this all works, right? So I made this window pretty big because I want you guys to be able to see all the commands and things like that. So once you get into your Iron Fish node, I want you to type Iron Fish space status. Okay, and then it's going to say on the blockchain, it'll say, oh, it's synced, right? It should constantly be staying synced. If it says idle here, you need to start and stop your node again and get it to start running again. It should be saying synced right here. And the main thing is if you come up here to version, it says version 1.1.0, right? This is the version that you want to be on in order to send transactions, because without this, it won't prompt you for the memo. Now, if you don't have if you're not updated and you're on a version 0.7.6 and you need to get the version 1.1.0, I will leave the command that you need to run to update your Ironfish node. So what you'll need to do, and if you guys want, I could do a follow-up video and show you how to do that. But essentially, you run this command and then you just start the node again, and then it just starts and then it's done. It's pretty simple. But if you guys want a breakdown of it, if I get 20 comments of people wanting me to do the video, I'll make the video for you guys. But it's pretty self-explanatory. You run the command and then you just type Ironfish start, and then it just goes, and then you're fine. So if you guys want the video, I could do it for you. But so let's do a test here so you guys can kind of see how it should look when you're putting in for your Ironfish. Is going to be, your command you're going to put in is Ironfish wallet semicolon send, and it should prompt you for whatever balance that you currently have in your Ironfish. Now I'm just going to send one for the sake of sending one so we could go through it. So I'm just going to send one iron over to my wallet address here. So I'm going to copy the wallet address first. I'm going to hit enter, and then it's going to ask for the memo. We're going to copy that as well, and now we hit enter, and then it should ask you for how fast you want it, you know, whatever. I just put fast, and then I just put yes. It's because it's pretty much asking if you want to confirm it, and then you hit enter. And then eventually it'll go through in a few moments, and that's pretty much it, right? So if you're on the incorrect version, and it should say this: if the transaction is mine, it will appear, you know, on this. Here's the block explorer, blah blah blah. Now if you are using the wrong version, the 0.7.6, where it asks me for that memo right here, where it asks me for the memo right here at, was it 193.162.2657, when it asks you for that right there, what will happen is in the previous version, this entire line will not come up. It will not prompt you for this, and you will not get your funds to your exchange, and you will be not happy, which is why I usually do, when I send coins, I do tests of very small amounts to make sure that they go through. All right, guys, so it's kind of a short video. I just kind of wanted to inform people, because there might be some people out there who are running testnet nodes, and even if you're doing testnet nodes, you need to move them to mainnet. You really you got to do a little bit of maintenance on your Ironfish, a little bit. They haven't come out with a new version since 1.1.0, but if you're trying to move and sell and, you know, liquidate it into Bitcoin or something else, right, you need to have this version in order to move it. Or else when you go to move it, it just it'll just go bye-bye, and then, you know, people get upset, you know, and, you know, stuff happens and people, you know, like, get really mad. So anyways, I hope this video was informative. I know it was really, really short. I know it's kind of basic stuff, but the biggest thing is if you're on the wrong version, it won't prompt you for that memo, which, like, kind of threw me off when I threw my little test transaction, because it didn't ask me, and I'm like, okay, maybe it'll ask me later. I was like, I don't know. I've never messed with the memo thing. So to me, it's kind of like a signature almost, right? All right, guys, this is the Mining King giving you the most hashes, and I'll see you next time.